Welcome. We've got some thrilling Arsenal news lined up for you, so stay tuned until the end to catch all the latest updates. And don't forget to leave 300 likes to keep us motivated in bringing you the latest Arsenal updates. Scott Parker has insisted that Burnley's season won't be defined by their 2-0 defeat to Arsenal at Turf Moor, urging his side to put the result firmly behind them. The Clarets boss reflected on a bruising afternoon in which the Gunners struck first from a set-piece, Gabriel Magalhaes nodding home Declan Rice's delivery before Victor Gyokeres bundled in from close range. The Swedish striker nearly turned provider for Bukayo Saka and Leandro Trossard, only for the Belgian to tee up Rice for a composed airborne finish that doubled Arsenal's lead in open play before the interval. Despite a brighter second-half showing from the hosts, they couldn't breach a Gunners' rearguard now boasting 7 consecutive clean sheets. Parker remained upbeat, pointing to positives amid the disappointment. "We started brightly but conceded and the body language dipped. We looked shell-shocked. Against a top, clinical side the game can slip away quickly. Second half we were brilliant, on the front foot with real fight. That performance was the pleasing bit." He added that results against elite opposition won't shape their campaign, though competitiveness is non-negotiable. On set pieces, he refused to be overly critical. "You're up against quality and real threat in the box. We handled most of it." Parker wants his lads to take the second-half spirit forward, brushing off any lack of belief in the opening period. Luis Figo speaks out to Arsenal about Arsenal swatter side Burnley with clinical routine, hold firm atop the Premier League. Arsenal once again made short work of Burnley in a performance that can only be described as routine, cementing their place at the summit of the Premier League. The word routine has become the hallmark of Mikel Arteta's side this season, and yesterday's victory at Turf Moor was yet another textbook example of winning with efficiency, composure, and no little swagger. Arteta named his strongest 11 after rotating the squad midweek in the Carabao Cup against Brighton. The gulf in quality was stark. Arsenal's first-choice backline, marshalled by Gabriel and Saliba, offered Burnley not a sniff, while the midfield trio of Rice, Degaard, and Partey dictated proceedings from the first whistle. The visitors failed to muster a single shot on target the third time this Premier League campaign they've drawn a blank in that department. Their only moment of note came in the 96th minute, a free kick that crashed against the woodwork long after the contest had been settled. The game was effectively over by the 14th minute when Victor Gyokeres nodded home from a yard out, meeting Gabriel's clever flick-on from yet another corner. The travelling Gyokeres erupted into a chorus of "Ole, ole," while those watching at home took to social media to revel in the moment. Rival tears? Let them flow. Set pieces are Arsenal's bread and butter, and if that means prizing open a parked bus with a corner flag, so be it. Portuguese legend and 2000 Ballon d'Or winner Luis Figo, who watched from the director's box, was effusive in his praise for Gyokeres. Victor didn't just score, he played with world-class vision. The goal was crucial, but that diagonal ball to set up the second was a moment of pure brilliance from a modern striker. He read the game 2 steps ahead, held the ball under pressure, and delivered a perfect assist. "That's not luck, that's class," Figo said after the match. The second goal arrived via a lightning counter from a Burnley throw-in deep in their own half. Gyokeres, cool as you like under a double press, chested the ball down and whipped a 40-yard diagonal pass to Leandro Trossard sprinting down the left, a pass that sliced through the defence like a hot knife through butter. Trossard cushioned a first-time layoff into the path of Declan Rice, who had ghosted into the box unmarked. The England international powered home a header that left the keeper rooted open play quality to silence the doubters, and proof that Arsenal can still punish teams on the break when space appears. Declan Rice was head and shoulders the standout performer, winning 8 duels, completing 92% of his passes, making 3 interceptions, and conducting the tempo like a metronome. He dedicated the goal to his aunt who recently passed away, a heartfelt gesture met with warm applause from all corners of the ground. The second half was a professional exercise in control. Burnley enjoyed a smidge more possession, 42%, but Martin Dubravka was forced into 2 outstanding saves, one from a curling soccer effort, another from a Martinelli volley to keep the scoreline respectable. Arsenal, meanwhile, looked as if they were going through a finishing drill on the training pitch. With a league-best goal difference of +15 and joint top scorers in the division, Arsenal sit 6 points clear of Manchester City, who play later today. Next up, a tricky trip to Slavia Prague in the Champions League, followed by a stern test at the Stadium of Light against Sunderland. Two fixtures that will truly test whether Arteta's machine can maintain this champion-level routine. Arsenal's players are quietly confident that one of their own could genuinely sparkle in the forward line if handed a proper run-out. Though Mikel Merino has popped up with some crucial goals this season, he may not be the dependable centre-forward Arsenal desperately crave, a point laid bare during the recent scrap with Burnley. At Turf Moor on Saturday afternoon, Victor Gyokeres appeared slightly out of sorts, labouring a bit and eventually being withdrawn in the second half. Mikel Arteta, ever cautious, refused to push his luck with the Swede's niggling fitness concerns. With no direct understudy available, Kai Havertz still nursing his injury, Merino was thrust forward to plug the gaping hole up top. Merino, for all his qualities, simply isn't cut out to lead the line as a conventional striker. The Spaniard possesses an uncanny eye for goal and a knack for arriving in the box at the right moment, yet he lacks the instincts and physical presence of a true number 9. When asked to spearhead the attack, Arsenal found it dreadfully difficult to carve open Burnley's stubborn back four, a job Gyokeres had performed with aplomb by relentlessly harrying centre-backs and dragging the defensive shape out of position. Few centre-forwards go under the radar yet manage to combine ferocious pressing with the subtle art of opening pockets of space for teammates, quite like the towering Swede. His mere presence injects a razor-sharp unpredictability into Arsenal's forward play, forcing opponents to second-guess their marking and leaving gaps that wingers and midfield runners can exploit. So, when Gyokeres, Havertz, and even Gabriel Jesus are all sidelined at once, and Merino is clearly a square peg in a round hole, the question inevitably arises: who on earth steps up? As reported by TBR Football in the aftermath of the Burnley fixture, Arsenal's record-breaking signing Declan Rice offered a glimpse into his own mindset with a candid post-match reflection. "It was vital for us to keep finding the net," Rice said. "2 goals were bang on the money for us. If you look at my goal in isolation, we just dealt with a long throw deep in our own territory. Big Gabby rose highest, nodded it down, and I just kept charging forward with the ball at my feet. For that moment, I felt like a proper old-fashioned number 9. While Arteta does have alternative attacking pieces to shuffle Eberechi's flair or Leandro Trossard's clever movement, for instance, the prospect of Rice repurposing himself as a makeshift striker carries a certain romantic appeal, doesn't it? The England international executes every task with such impeccable timing and composure that picturing him evolving into a sophisticated false 9 doesn't feel like pie-in-the-sky fantasy. Slotting Rice into that advanced role could, in turn, liberate Merino to reclaim his preferred station on the left of central midfield, where his lung-busting late arrivals into the penalty area would remain a potent weapon without compromising the side's structural harmony or leaving the midfield exposed. Thanks for watching Arsenal Time. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below. Continue following the Gunners' journey with us, and see you in the next video. Come on, you Gunners!